What's up, guys? Welcome to Jonah's Outdoors Adventures, and in this video I'm going to show you how to tan and board a rattlesnake. So I got a piece of cherry wood here, and you've seen in my last video I caught a nice rattlesnake, and we're going to use this piece of cherry to board it. I mean, not board it, but like
board it.
mount it.
Yep, mount it, board it.
Thick enough.
Well, as long as it's wide enough. So if this board doesn't work, then we're gonna have to probably go to the sawmill and get another board.
Yeah.
I do have another idea, so we'll see how it works out.
Yep. This is day 2 on how to skin, dry, and tan a rattlesnake skin. So we're measuring them again, and they do shrink quite a bit when you freeze them. We got him at 42 with a couple of kinks. So he's about 43.
43 inches.
Yep.
Okay, so you can see it's a real pretty snake.
Yep. We had to take the skin off of it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skin the head out, and
Yeah,
then Jonah's gonna skin the rest, and we're gonna kind of skip through that process. I mean, we might show a little bit of the skin and.
Maybe. My dad got the head skinned out, and the head takes a lot of patience to do. It's really hard
because you got to watch the fangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Jonah's going to finish skinning it out.
Yep.
After we get it skinned out, we're going to process the meat.
Yep.
Because
we
eat it. Rattlesnake's very good. And I'm a firm believer of if you catch it and harvest it, you eat it. So we've had them before, and if cooked properly, they're pretty darn good.
Yep.
So we'll get this thing skinned out.
Alright guys, we got the snake skinned in. We got the meat here, and we're going to try to brine it and smoke it on the smoker. And next we have to tack it onto the board, and also take the meat out of the tail.
Yep, we got to finish skinning the tail out, and when we start tacking it, we'll be back.
Yep. Guys, we're back, and I got the head pinned down, and I'm gonna stretch it out to dry it. Well, how long do we air dry it for?
Probably let it air dry a couple days. It's supposed to get warm.
So it's probably gonna be done pretty soon. I mean, not done. tack down and stretched out pretty wide, and now we're going between the tacks that we put down and stretching that out where it's pretty even.
Yep.
Pretty thick snake.
See how long it stretched out to. It was, what, 43 inches.
Yeah.
It was 43 inches long. And we're going to see what it stretched out to.
It's 43 inches wide. Dead. Here, you mind holding this? It's like 50 something. 50 or 60. 60. Stretched out to 60 inches.
Now with the rattle,
With the rattle, like 62. So it's about inch of a rattle. No, 2 inches of rattle.
okay. All right, well, we're going to get it finished tacked. We're going to throw a tack in between all the other tacks. So we're going to throw, you got a tack right there and a tack up there. We're going to throw one in the middle on each side the whole way down. That way it's good and stretched out.
Yep.
See how wide it is? I bet you it's at least,
We're going to do it at the widest point, and I think,
I'm going to say 6 inches.
yeah, at least. Probably about the widest point. 6 3/4.
Wow. All right, well, we're going to finish stretching out. We'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
We got it all tacked up, and yeah, it's gonna let it dry for about 3 days. Pretty thick snake. It's been 2 days, and starting to untack this thing, and it's been really hot here. Been almost 90 degrees, so it dried really quickly. So I'll start untacking. Guys, we got it unboarded, and now we're gonna tan it. We use 50% of this vegetable grade glycerin and some alcohol.
50%
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, and 50% glycerin.
Okay, and then we mix it up and put it in that mason jar.
Yep. And if you just want to put it on a bow, you just dry it. Just dry the skin. And you can just put it on the bow. This is a yellow face that we caught 3 years ago.
Okay, while it's laying on the board, I don't know if you could see the colors.
Not really.
Yeah.
More black than anything, but it has some yellow on the side. But
this is the flip side.
yeah.
So now the glycerin and the alcohol really bring the
colors out.
The colors out, yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna roll this up, and we're gonna get it in the glycerin.
Yep. Guys, we're back in. We're about ready to put in the tanning solution, and we trimmed up some of the belly skin because it was growing up. So I'm gonna roll it up and put it in the solution. Guys, we've already put in the tanning solution, and yeah, we also do our beaver tails in this. Yeah, we don't have to top it off.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's fully submerged underneath, so we're going to have to top that off with some more glycerin and alcohol, and we'll see you in what?
A week?
7-10 days.
Yep.
We'll probably take it out after a few days and see if it's penetrating into the skin.
Yep. Which it kind of unrolled a little bit, so I think it's gonna do pretty good.
Yeah. Now we've done this both ways. We tried.
Done it wet and also dried.
Right. We did it raw, and it worked okay. But we dried one,
and it worked a lot better.
And it looked a lot better. If you think about the tanning process, we're trappers, and when they do furs, they dry the fur first and get all the oils out of the fur. So now,
in this case, a rattlesnake skin.
Right. So now the skin is dry, so the glycerin and the alcohol is going to penetrate into the skin, and I think that's why it's better to dry them first.
Yep.
So, all right.
We're taking it out of the tanning solution. It's been about like 11 days. So, see what it looks like.
Okay. So he's just blotting everything off, getting all the heavy stuff off of it, all the the liquid, and next thing we'll do is be boarding it.
Yep. We patted off all the glycerin, and now we're gonna tack it to the finished board. We got it all tacked down, and now we're gonna lightly seal the scales off.
So we'll go down the whole thing, and then we'll lightly brush it off with
A rag.
a dry clean rag.
Alright guys, now we're gonna brush it off with a clean rag.
Next thing,
Hanging on the wall.
hang it on the wall, and we're done.
Yep. Alright guys, we got it hung up in the man cave, and I think it looks pretty good. Alright guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and you'll see you in the next one. Bye.